Hello, Dr. Bhatia here, post-op appendectomy on the wards, with a little video about how to help yourself improve your sleep while you're in hospital. Now, hospitals understandably are busy places with lots of lights and noises, and you can sort of be woken up at the night for antibiotics and also for the care that's necessary, and also, lots of sharing a ward with lots of people. So but sleep is so profound for our health and recovery that it's really important to try and take care of that too. So I've got a few sleep tips in the little sleep pack that I've been using in my recovery. I thought it might be fun to share it with you. So minimum bits of kit that would be useful to have would be a pair of eye patches and a set of earplugs. So useful because lights need to come on, and it's quite noisy. And having a spare earplug is quite useful as well, just in case one goes missing. And then if you can, having a set of ear defenders, because it can be really noisy, you put those on top of your earplugs and that can make a profound difference. But that's just the minimum, is just those bits. But everything I've got fits into this little sleep pack, which is like a teddy bear for me. And there is an association between having something like a teddy bear and taking home with you. And so inside my sleep pack, I keep a couple of things. The next thing I keep is a little photo of family and a little sort of family album of things like that triggers oxytocin release, so I feel like I'm at home wherever I go. Another thing that I keep in my sleep pack is a pen and paper. Firstly, on the wards, it's really useful to write down the names of the nursing staff and the doctors and the other staff who are looking after you, just because it's so kind to remember them as they're looking after you, as well as perhaps the timings of your antibiotics and your analgesia, so you can keep track and support the nursing staff in looking after you. Also, if you have thoughts at night time that you just want to put down, sometimes it can be useful to have this. And I just happen to have a pen that has a torch at the end, so you don't block your melatonin by putting the lights on. With that in mind, I've also got a little red torch that I use, so I don't again block my melatonin release if I needed to take, say, a trip to the loo. So that's really useful to have as well, and that fits on your head, so you can be hands-free while you're moving around. And then in terms of preserving your circadian rhythm, it's really helpful to have a timepiece. So here I've got a wristwatch with the date and the time to set orientation. It's also got a 15-minute timer on it, so it just reminds me to get up and get moving every 15 minutes. So it sets my interleukin 15 and interleukin 15, by physical movement. Exercise, good for your guts, gets your bowels moving, but also really good for helping you sleep at night. Also, I've got several reminders on it, so I've got a wake-up time and a walk-out time, so I walk by the window if I can, a wind down and a bedtime. That's that there. And then also, cold water helps us cool down, so having a water bottle with ice-cold water on it is really cool, again, at dropping our core temperature. But sometimes we need some soothing. And so if you need some soothing, Pucker does a nice nighttime tea, which is really good with oat flower, lavender and lime flower, and chamomile, which are known to be soporific. There's also blue blocking glasses that you could, if you needed to read at night or read some poetry or listen to something but didn't want to block your melatonin, having a set of blue blocking glasses is very handy. And then these are super comforting things I just discovered is also, because we're mammals, we're highly affected by smells, particularly at night. So having something like a roll-on that you put on before bed is really powerful at setting your mindset before you sleep and getting you off to sleep quickly. Just means you feel at home and comfortable. And then I've invented these sleep bands that have little pause buttons and prompts to things you can influence during the night time, and how to set your circadian rhythm and meditations. And so just to simply press the pause button to pause and breathe and release GABA, and nitric oxide can be really powerful to try and get to sleep. So therein lies my sleep pack. And I suppose of all of this is to remember that no act of kindness is wasted. And so being kind to yourself and those who are looking after you makes this feel like a wonderful adventure. I hope that was useful, and I wish you all the best. Bye for now.